Sundance Leisure Thundercar is ready to go next. They'll go 15 laps in distance. Anthony St. Mary Jr. goes away from the pole, and the 111J outside will be Lyle Robinson, the 61. Row 2, O.J. White, and the 94, 5M of Damien Bechler. Row number 3 slated to go. It is the 22, Tony Frezzo. The 111 was scheduled to be Anthony St. Mary Sr., but Francis White has jumped into that car, so he will go tail to the field. Moving back to row number 4, it'll be Terry Gardner in the 41, 22, Jared Gilson. Next row, Kyle Kudrinko in the 00 with Collin Bauter in the 19. Final row, Francis White will drop to the tail in the 111, along with Kayden Paquette in the 72K.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. Please. Shit.
Of course, wanted to make a mention of this too. Everybody has probably heard the news by now. If you have not heard, the unfortunate passing earlier this morning of legendary late model driver and late model Hall of Famer Scott Bloomquist, involved in a plane crash this morning. Thoughts and prayers are with the Bloomquist family as they go through some of the toughest times you ever want to go through, and racing world has lost a legend, that's for sure. But Scott wants everybody to keep racing, and that's what we are going to do. 15 laps, Sundance Leisure Thundercars. Burdick looks them over, green lights are on, and we're underway. Quickly to turn number 1 and 2, it is Anthony St. Mary Jr. jumping into the lead as they work the back straightaway. Tony Frezzo slides by the 61, Lyle Robinson to go to second. As they head through 3 and 4, O.J. White looking to get by Damien Bechler for position number 4 as they work it off the turn down to the line. It is going to be Anthony St. Mary in control as they head up into corner number 1 and 2. Tony Frezzo right there for second. Lyle Robinson right there with him in third, though, as they hit the back straightaway as those two cars go at it for a spot. Behind them, Damien Bechler running in the 4 position. Jared Gilson, who picked up the win here a couple of weeks ago, his first ever trip to victory lane at Can-Am. He's holding on to a top 5 spot at the moment as they work at lap number 2 of this 15-lap feature go. But Anthony St. Mary Jr. won here earlier this year on May the 24th, had all sorts of problems until he won again on June the 21st. Right now is looking really strong down the front straightaway, running that extreme inside line. Tony Frezzo running a different line, trying to arc the car into the corner, but right now the fast lane seems to be what Anthony St. Mary Jr. is doing as he is pulling away from the field down the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. Frezzo still second, Lyle Robinson third, watching the battle for fourth with the 5 of Damien Bechler and the 22, Jared Gilson. O.J. White into the mix as well. Right now, St. Mary seems to be the class of the field as they work in lap number 4 of this 15-lap contest. Battle for fourth once again between Bechler and the 22 of Jared Gilson, and Gilson pulls by and drives away from the point leader down into corner number 3 and 4. Behind Bechler and O.J. White is your runner-up in points. That is the 111 of Francis White, picking up a borrowed ride tonight from the St. Mary family as he rides in position number 7 at the moment as they work the back straightaway in turn number 3 and 4 with Anthony St. Mary Jr. the race leader. But Tony Frezzo starting to close the gap here as they work it off at turn number 4 and back down to the line. Again, 2 different lines being run by the top 2 drivers. Watching the battle there between O.J. White and Damien Bechler for position. Bechler gets on by on the top side. He'll move back into the top 5 once again as they work it off a turn number 2 down the backstretch. Meantime, battle for the race lead shaping up to be a good one here. Anthony St. Mary Jr. has it. 7 down, 8 to go this time in lap number 7. Tony Frezzo doing everything he can to run down the race leader. He's had no such luck here as St. Mary continues to show the way. Frezzo again gets a real good drive into the turn, but the way Anthony St. Mary Jr. is driving this racetrack right now, it is the better line as he's able to get away up off the turn at the halfway point. 8 down, 7 to go. Tony Frezzo still there in second. Lyle Robinson has got some company now as Jared Gilson's right there with him to try to challenge down the back straightaway. Gilson picked up the win here a couple of weeks ago, holding on to spot number 4 as the leaders start to work around some lap traffic. Kyle Kudrinko drops down out of the way, allows the leaders to get through in lap number 9. It's still Anthony St. Mary Jr. in command of the field, working it down the back straightaway. Tony Frezzo giving chase from second. The battle for third shaping up to be a good one. Jared Gilson just gave a shot to the 61 down the back straightaway. You can definitely tell Gilson's a little bit faster than Robinson. Not sure if he has enough time to run down the top 2. If Gilson can get by Robinson for position number 3 here, will he have time to run down the top 2? That's the question, but getting around Lyle Robinson's not going to be an easy task. And right now, Francis White has moved into the top 5. That borrowed ride from the St. Mary Racing team looking pretty strong here in the late stages of this one. As they come back down to the line, we'll have 4 laps left to go for Anthony St. Mary Jr. Tony Frezzo still sitting there in second. He's been trying every lap to run that same line to run him down, and it looks like he may have knocked off a couple of car links on the race lead as he hit the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4, Jared Gilson and Francis White have gotten around Lyle Robinson, who appears like he is headed to pit road, and problems for Robinson into turn number 3. He is headed to the pits, done for this one. Right now, 3 laps left to go. And it's all Anthony St. Mary Jr. at the moment, but Tony Frezzo starting to reel him in. He's got the lead down to about a car length. Now he is right to the back bumper as they go to turn number 3. 2 laps left to go. Can Tony Frezzo do anything with the race leader? Back down to the line. 2 to go for Anthony St. Mary Jr. with Tony Frezzo giving chase from second. Meanwhile, Jared Gilson a ways back in third. He's going to do all he can to run down the top 2 drivers, but right now it is all about Anthony St. Mary Jr. and Tony Frezzo. Into turn number 3 and 4, Frezzo closes right up on the back doorstep. White flag will be displayed. White flag will be waving this time by for Anthony St. Mary Jr. in pursuit of win number 3 of the season. Tony Frezzo wants to get his second of the year. Boy, Frezzo drove it deep into the corner that time, but it's going to cost him coming off the turn down the back straightaway. St. Mary pulls away. Final trip into turn number 3 and 4. St. Mary will set it up on the bottom portion of the speedway. Tony Frezzo is going to give it one last shot on the top side. Not going to happen. Win number 3 for Anthony St. Mary Jr. Tony Frezzo second. Jared Gilson a fine run to third. Francis White fourth. And rounding out the top 5 will be Damien Bechler.